My name is Brent Mestach. I'm the graphics and broadcast director here at Christ Wesleyan Church in Milton, Pennsylvania. And we were recently sent the PTZOptics MOVE 4K PTZ camera. And this camera does a lot of things, but I think one of my favorite things that it does is the auto tracking. You know, for churches that don't have the volunteer base to have a camera operator that follows the pastor, this takes the user error away and has a great response time. If the pastor is moving forward, moving backwards, it zooms in and out with them. But also the color quality adapts well to the color balance and the white balance. Even their auto features do a great job on adapting to the environment. So with the PTZOptics cameras there, our main two side cameras, the standard SE cameras, we have just that SDI output going into a converter and converts it to HDMI because we have an HDMI based system down there as far as video output goes. With the Move 4K camera, since it's back in the center, which is where our booth is, I'm just able to go from HDMI to our system in HDMI. So it's really cool how this camera allows you to do SDI output or HDMI output depending on what your system is. So it's really cool the functionality and the ability of the PTZOptics camera line, how they can all connect to one another. You can export settings on one camera and then import that into any of the other cameras in that PTZOptics line. If you buy 6 of these cameras, you've got 6 cameras, you don't have to adjust each one. If you like one camera, you can adjust those settings, export it, and then import it right into all other 5 or 6, which is very, very handy. So with our 3-camera PTZOptics setup, we power over Ethernet, which is the NDI cable going back into our network system. And so via IP address, we're able to track through the web interface. You can preset all 3 of those cameras actually to all point at the pastor at the same time via a macro. But you're able to do that via the NDI option for all 3 of those cameras. One press of the button on that macro on that preset, they can all focus on the pastor and even follow simultaneously. A lot of controls you can do that way on top of the SuperJoy controller. We have volunteers, so what the SuperJoy G1 controller does, just the navigation from settings to the white balance to what camera to control, doing a preset, the calls and recalls are just a lot more user-friendly, which is what we need. PTZOptics was the best choice for us.